All right, we're back here with another episode of Exposing the Matrix. This one, I'm going to be going over some things that I'm seeing right now, and then just like a few things I want to show you guys. Off tops, I'm gonna get straight into it. Um, I'll get into this a little later with like gold and stuff, but just to give you like a quick idea of how things are going, right? One thing I want to bring up is how I don't know if I want to say the government or the Matrix. I would say likes to gaslight. You know, it'll make you say, "Oh, I'm feeling the pain, this and that," and then they go and say, "Oh, the economy's good. We're decreasing rates." You know, so it's like, and then when you see like everybody suffering, right? Car repossessions are like at all time high. Um, yeah, I don't know, just things like that. You know, like just like how this tweet says, or I'm pretty sure you guys know like Lil Duval and stuff. But I mean, one thing I'll say like really quick, it's like who's tapped in, who's connected to source and stuff, and like a lot of the times it's very influential people, and that's because they have sort of been chosen, right? And so they have a voice, and they know. Well, the Matrix sort of knows that they have like an like they're like sort of a leader in some senses, and so like they have messages like this where they're able to tell us what they see, and it's like a sign for us, So like how he said right here, work on not needing a lot because things are only getting more expensive, and it's true. I think I had seen something that he said earlier where his friends are like now selling their houses and stuff, and like well his friends they have money, so I'm pretty sure they have like maybe a mansion that they're selling and stuff because they know things are getting more expensive. And there's going to be of course those people who don't change their spending habits because they're just so used to how they lived. And so those are the people that are like um are also going to suffer. And I don't know, in a lot of ways it's going to be like a transfer of wealth type thing, maybe. And then right here, nowadays you have to pay more for conscience and the freaking car note. And I mean, like how I said about the car repossessions and stuff, it's just, it's horrible out here. Yeah. There's one thing it slipped off my tongue. I was gonna say in the beginning, but yeah, the Fed or the Matrix loves to gaslight you. They'll make you think you're crazy when in reality, like the signs are obvious. Oh yeah, what is it? It's like a big podcasts and stuff. Like you can tell like who's tapped in by like the podcasts, right? The really big podcasts. Like you can even say like I guess you could say like Joe Rogan and stuff, but I forgot like there's these other guys and stuff. They interview like, or they have a big audience and they interview like really influential people. There's this one guy. I forgot what this his podcast is, but he had this one guy. I don't know who he had on there, but he was basically saying, yeah, like you can see it all around us, or like people are expecting like something in the near future to happen, like a crash or something. Everybody has that on their mind right now. Everybody and their mom has that on their mind right now, or it's gonna get more and more like into people's minds. But that's what's in people's minds, like, oh, the crash, a crash. Like there's this one investor that I would learn from when I started, and he's very successful now. Aristotle Investments. He had posted something recently saying, I didn't watch the video, but the title was like, "Get ready for a market crash," or not even get ready, but things to do before the market crashes, or something like that. So somebody like that who has like a lot of influence and stuff, saying that, it's like, yeah, it's some form of fear mongering. Whether they mean it or not, I don't know. But someone like him, he likes to offer solutions and stuff. But it is on a lot of people's like posts, right? And so, yeah, that's something that I'm looking at. Um, So I wanted to talk about gold also. So it broke this range, right? Because the economy was going, it was getting worse and worse, and so gold goes up as a result of that, right? People fear the dollar is losing its value, and so they buy gold. It's because gold has always been like it was like the first currency and stuff. So it broke this range like around uh, January or December this year, and I think it's gonna keep going up. Whether it goes down from here, I don't know, but the chances of it going back down below this level are I think, are very, very slim. You know, less than a 10% chance for it to go below this level here. So I would say any range between here and even the top is fine for like long term investments. Of course, there's not financial advice and stuff, but that's something I am looking at because once I don't know, people are gonna start suffering more. Like their pockets are gonna start hurting way more because companies are seeing they're gonna lose profits, so they're gonna start charging you more for things, and that's inflation, right? And so yeah, um, maybe under here, this level here, 2300 would be. It's like it looks like there's some liquidity there, so it might go under that. But yeah, and a range between here and the top, I would say it's like it's good for long term because, like how I said right now, uh, a lot is changing, right? Even with like Russia, the BRICS nation, right? They want to stop using the dollar, and they have stopped using it. And I guess this is where there's a potential for crypto to be utilized more, right? But that's only like really a guessing game to try to see what happens with that. But gold has always been like a good investment, right? And I would say now more than ever. Like I've never really looked at gold too much before, just because my there was no reason to for my money to be growing slowly and stuff now because you need like a lot more capital for it to actually be worth it and stuff. But yeah, I am looking at gold. Maybe a short term drop from now, but this price, but over the long term, I think gold is perfect because the economy is just going to shit, you know. So yeah, I expect gold to do really good in the next year or two, and then after that, I mean, gold has always been good, right? So yeah, quick little video. Um, what is it? Yeah, bro, don't let the Matrix gaslight you. You know, it's easy to have certain ideas and just like forget about them or not give too much power to them because you think it's just like a random thought or something, but no, your intelligence, and especially if you have been going through like dark times and stuff, and you've been like trying to get out of that in the most productive manner, in the most righteous manner, I would rather say, then you should be all right. You should be giving those ideas substance. One thing that traders do, I would share, is that we journal. You know, and when I started journaling, when I when I first started trading, it gave my thoughts a lot more power. You know, of course, you still got to execute them at the end of the day, but that's it. That's half of the battle of writing down your words, the words you have in your head, because we have a million thoughts a day, and we might forget them, or we might not give much substance to them. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you've had those thoughts where you're like, yo, this is crazy, like I couldn't believe I predicted this, or I knew this was gonna happen, or I knew, just something. or an idea or something for then don't give up on yourself, because yeah, you're smarter than a computer in a lot of ways. You know, you're human. It's what is it? I heard this on one guru say it's like being a what is it? I forgot. Being a human with superpowers. I don't know. Basically saying that it's being a human is super, right? You don't need to be a superhuman. Being human is super. So um, give your ideas some substance, man. Start fighting back, because the drift is gonna be behind our backs, and you'll be happy you started moving in that direction. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Laters.